How's it going, everyone? So today I'm going to talk about the only workout programs that you guys will ever need in your whole lifting career. So when you guys first start off, you guys are going to want to do a program that has been proven that you guys can get the gains as a beginner. If you're a beginner, you do not want to do an intermediate or advanced program. The reason for that is very simple. If you're an intermediate lifter, in order to make gains, then you can only make gains by week to week. If you're an advanced lifter, it's month to month, and sometimes 2 to 3 to 4 months before you even gain 5 pounds on a lift. As a beginner, you can make gains as quickly as possible from workout to workout. That's why when you are a beginner, you want to do a beginner workout. So the best program for a beginner, hands down, is going to be starting strength. Some people out there are automatically going to say that program fucking sucks. You get a ton of people who don't get good results. There's too much lower body frequency, not enough upper body. The purpose of starting strength is to get good on the basic compound movements. That is the purpose of it. It's not to do a ton of assistance exercises and learn a ton of different movements. You want to get the technique down for the basic compound movements, because I've been training for 7 years, you guys. I'm still doing those same basic compound movements, and the technique and the form is what really builds the base. So that's why it's important to do that. I know there's a ton of different variations of starting strength. Baby's Lovers 5x5, Jason Blahas 5x5. I don't like any of those just because there's too much assistance exercises. There's too much stuff that doesn't need to be done by the beginner lifter at all. The guy who has created starting strength, Mark Rippetoe, he has a fuck ton of experience. Way more than Baby Lover or Baby Slayer, that's George Lehman, and more than Jason Blahas combined, you guys. He's been in the field for 25 to 40 years, whatever. He has a ton of fucking experience. He knows his shit. That's what I recommend if you're a beginner. For intermediate, it's going to be your choice of Mad Cow's 5x5 or Texas Method. In my opinion, I like Mad Cow's 5x5 a lot better. That's just me. You can pick either or. That's for intermediate. For the advanced lifter, hands down, it's going to be Shiko, you guys, or Shiko, whatever it's pronounced. That is what I would do. Now, the reason why I pick Shiko is because generally for most people who are a natural lifter, you're not enhanced. Once you start training for about 4 to 5 years, I know that a ton of people start to transition into powerlifting. They want to lift heavier stuff. When I first started, all I wanted to do was bodybuilding. Now, after doing bodybuilding for 3 to 4 years, I eventually started doing powerlifting. The reason being is because if you do bodybuilding for 3 to 4 years, you basically have built up 95 to 98% of the muscle that you will build in your whole life. Just because your genetics are getting out there, you're getting to your genetic potential. That's why it's fun to keep lifting, because you can keep making strength gains at a faster rate, or you can still keep making some gains as a power lifter. So that's why people love to do that. That's why I recommend Shiko as my final advanced program, the only advanced program. And the reason why I recommend it is because it's the only cookie cutter advanced program out there that has a ton of frequency and volume, and that is what a natural lifter needs, you guys. Some of the advanced programs I do not like. I don't like the Cube Method. I don't like, the Little Bridge Method, where you train every 2 weeks. That's awful. Again, the Cube Method's awful, not enough frequency. That is what I would do. I would do starting strength, Mad Cows or Texas Method, then Shiko. And I would just keep doing those until you make the gains. Now, some people will say, well, when do I transition from starting strength to Texas Method to Mad Cow? Once you've hit around a 315 squat, 225 pound bench, around a 405 pound deadlift, then you can move on to the intermediate routines. If you're at a 370 deadlift, 380 deadlift, you can't make gains. Yes, you can hop on. But if you're benching 110 pounds and you think you're an intermediate, you're not. If you think because you're squatting 225, you're an intermediate, you're not. Guaranteed, you guys. And again, body weight will affect this as well. The reason why I like doing cookie cutter programs is because the people who have created the programs have been doing this between anywhere from 30 to 40 fucking years, you guys. They've got all the all the problems, all the stresses of making the program, all the stuff that you would fuck up on, they have already made the mistakes, and it's been proven with their lifters, and it's been fine-tuned to make sure that it works. So those programs work, and they work for a reason, because the people have been they've been in the field for so fucking long. So you cannot create a program better than they are the best, so that's why I would do their programs, you guys. Some people are going to say, well, I need certain lifts, I'm different. You're not different, everyone's basically built the same. You either have short arms or long arms, you have short legs or long legs, that's it. So most people, you're either a long-legged lifter or you have short arms, short legs. Very simple. The assistance exercises may vary a bit, but you really don't need a ton of assistance exercises until you get to the advanced level. Once you get to the advanced level, Shaiko has amazing assistance exercises. Good mornings, deficit deadlifts, dips, incline barbell bench. It has a ton of compound movements, a ton of assistance exercises that actually help your main movements, and they're compound assistance exercises. So that's my take on it. Another thing too is that the program really means shit. But if you're following a good program that's set in stone with numbers that will lead to the next month and keep continuing on, then you will make gains. The main reason that you make gains is because of your sleeping and your eating. Those are the main reasons. Your program, you can do any program and make gains, but the thing is the program has to be correct. Most people will make their own program and they won't have proper programming, so they will do just the stupidest fucking exercises and their weight progression. There is no weight progression. There's no varying of the intensity, no varying of the volume, and there's no progressive overload. Most people think that they can make a program. 99% of the people cannot create their own program. Guaranteed. So just pick one of those programs that I listed depending on your rank as a lifter, and then just make sure that your diet is in check, you're gaining weight monthly, 1 to 2 pounds, and that you're sleeping properly. That is how you make gains. End of video. Peace.